Hi guys, it's Michel here. Today's February 19th and I'm updating this video because this day in 2001 I lost my dad and one of the most influential and most important people in my life. I was only 12. I actually remember the day he died. I remember not wanting to cry and I ran behind the house and I sat there and no tears, nothing, and I just sat there. And one of my aunts came to behind me and she grabbed me by the shoulder and she said, "Michel, you know men cry." And I just and I sobbed and cried out of my mind. But that day for me was a day that I realized how important his work was, not just for Congo but for the world. And that's when I really decided to continue his legacy. So today is a really difficult day, as it's been a very difficult year in general. But today I just wanted to not focus so much on the sad part of my dad's passing, but more of a lesson that I think I came to realize from just the interactions that I had, the few interactions that I had with him before he passed away. And one of the biggest memory that I was thinking this morning as I woke up was I remember one time I was supposed to be going to school, and when we were living in Uganda, we were refugees and didn't have any money. So when we got a little bit of money, we rotated who go to school, who went to school. So 1 month it would be me, and then 1 month it'd be my sister and my cousin, and we just rotate that way. So when the month it was for me to go to school, it was in the morning. I woke up and my mom was cooking chai. For those of you who've gone to Kenya or have been to Africa, in most part like East Africa, would probably understand what chai is. For those of you who don't know, Google it. But my mom was was outside making chai, and I'm sitting with my dad, as he loved listening to BBC, and he always wore his little white tank top, and I guess it's actually a true. It's actually a true stereotype. A lot of African dads love those little white tank tops. For some reason, I have no idea why. But we're listening to BBC, and I remember as he's recording them, he kept telling me, "Michel, remember everything that's going on here today." And he always recorded them on those cassette tapes. And he grabbed me and he put me next to him, and I remember he said to me, "One day I'll end up going to prison." And and he used to number the cassettes, and he said, "When I'm in prison, when you come to visit me, I'll tell you which cassettes to give to someone." So from a young age, my dad was teaching me how to be, not to be a rebel, but I guess he saw that I had this fire in me, I was this little troublemaker, and he wanted to put it to good use. And he always put me close when he was doing rallies, or when he was talking about politics with adults. He always put me next to him so that I'd listen and I'd understand what was going on. And as he was doing this, I remember looking up at him and I said, "But Dad, aren't you scared that one day someone will kill you, right? Aren't you scared? People threaten you all the time." And I remember he looked me straight in the eyes and he said, "Michel, who in this world will never die? You'll die, your mother will die, I'll die, everyone will die. But what's important is not your death. What's important is what you do in between you being born and you dying, and the legacy that you live, not just for your family, but for the whole world. That's what defines you as a human being." And at that time, I was 11, and I understand the single thing he was saying. Honestly, I looked at him and I was just like, "You're a crazy man." And he had he had a lot of these corny lines, but those are the things that are stuck in my head. And today, as I wake up and I realize of all the things that go on in our world today, and all the problems that we have, to me this is a lesson that constantly stays in my mind, that there's so many issues that go on in our world today, and sometimes you feel as if you're alone when you're fighting these issues, and sometimes you feel as if nobody really cares, and it's hard. It's a very hard thing to do. Sometimes you want to give up, but it's not about giving up. It's about fighting for what you believe in and what you truly, and giving your time to do it. and not being scared of what really other people think. When you're fighting for the issues that you're passionate about. So that's the lesson that my dad left with me on that day, and today to commemorate his passing away, I wanted to leave you guys with that lesson as well, and I hope it resonates with you guys. Thank you so much again for watching this, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.